Hey everybody, Mickey here. Welcome back to the Final Fantasy X walkthrough. Off screen, I've gone ahead and entered the Play Blitzball menu here a few times. You'll see that there is no available tournament because what I'm trying to do is kind of give an extension of the Blitzball manipulation, just a little bit more information on it. So I've gone ahead and gone into the screen over and over and over again, and you'll see here at the top score section there's the return sphere, which is what I want to get. So I just wanted to show that off real fast. If this wasn't the return sphere, I would just go ahead and cancel, literally soft reset, and go ahead and manipulate it so I get the top score as return sphere. But now that that's done, I'm going to play a game of Blitzball, and I'll basically just catch you guys when I'm done with this. Well, played the Albed Sykes there, and they were pretty damn good. If you'll see that I only got a couple of goals with Titus. Well, I mean, I won the game, but I definitely wasn't able to get a ton of goals with both Titus and Wedge, not Waka. But yeah, the Albed Sykes are pretty strong. In this area, before I do some of the sphere gridding, let's go ahead and put my fast party members in the front line, and let's do a little bit of equipment modifying here. Let's go ahead and put the Flame Tongue. I'm not really sure where I got that with Titus, but it's definitely going to help out in this area. The TKO, that's going to be good. We purchased that from Owaka right before we fought the Sin Spawn. With the Fireblade with Orin, and we'll go ahead and use the Heat Lance with Kimari. One final thing is, if you remember, that NPC gave us the Soft Ring, and there is an enemy that specifically will use Petrify. So let's go ahead and use Stoneproof here. It's going to alter the HP a little bit, but, well, my initial impression was the fact that we were going to get into an encounter with brand new enemies, but that was just an encounter with people or monsters from Mushroom Rock Road. So these guys, however, are new. They're basilisks, and they will stone you. It says right there, watch out for its stone gaze. The way that I like to go ahead and take care of these guys, I'll focus my damage on one specific monster at a time, just like any other JRPG. Let's go ahead and use Orin. The Basilisk does take half damage from thunder elementals, so just keep that in mind. But what I like to do is I like to use Sleep Attack with Waka. With the TKO equipped, he does have the ability to use... See, that's the Stone Gaze that we're looking out for. Let's go ahead and get Yun in here. But yeah, when Waka uses Sleep Strike like that, he also has the ability still to cause Petrify with the Stone Touch. So there is the ability to still, kind of cheap shot your way out of winning these guys through using, well, Stone Touch. Let's go ahead and get Kimari in here for some participation. It takes 924 damage to go ahead and overkill these guys. They have pretty decent experience, but I don't know if we're quite strong enough to be able to do that. Ah, look, see, he's actually immune to stone. That's why it said immune there, because it would have stoned him if he wasn't immune, so... let's go ahead and get Lulu here, and let's actually show off Lulu's... you know what? Not quite yet. Fury is her overdrive, and I was going to use it, but I think that there's actually a better use for that in the new coming future here. Not quite yet, though. Let's see, how much damage, how much HP does this guy have right now? 1083, so not quite yet. Let's go ahead and get Orin in here. Yeah, Lulu's Overdrive, what it specifically does is cast a spell over and over and over again, and I'll go into that a little bit more detail later. Let's go ahead and use the Ronso Rage of Seed Cannon. I don't think this is going to overkill, but it will kill him. Damn, close enough. I mean, 903, it takes 924 to actually get an overkill, but not quite yet. Let's pick up this treasure chest and do a little bit of sphere gridding as well. You'll see that the basilisks, they drop the ability spheres. That's the primary reason as to why I would want to go ahead and overkill them, because I want to get those ability spheres more than anything. Now, if you remember, I was explaining that I want to stay near this empty node for Lulu, so that's why I still went ahead and got these. I mean, 8 points of defense, so it's not bad at all. Let's see, with Orin here. Yeah, Orin isn't really too... His sphere grid is a little bit uninspired. It's pretty much going to be power, defense, and HP. But I am really glad that for Waka we got that sleep attack, because it's going to make dealing with not just the basilisks, but a ton of enemies a lot easier. Let's go ahead and break into this level 1 key sphere, or this level 1 node here, because we can get some pretty well needed HP boosts that Yuna kind of suffers from, and get this nice little strength +4, but Yuna doesn't attack, so I'm really not too concerned about it. And lastly, I want to keep Tidus here specifically, because I've got plans in the coming future for him. Let's just put it this way, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nodes, even a 6th one right here, that are empty. So, I guess actually we can go ahead and do this. Get some HP. But put it this way, we're going to be using these empty nodes here. We'll even use this one for the HP. Yeah, that's that. Get our fast people in. Alright, and we're good. Behind this pillar right over here, you want to look behind these pillars just to make sure, because there is going to be an item that we're going to want to collect. Let me go ahead and take care of these guys first. I suppose while we're here, I'll just go ahead and use Lance It Now on the Basilisk. The reason why we want to do that is because, you'll see there, we can learn Stone Breath. So, that's something to keep in mind when fighting these guys. Stone Breath is actually a little bit more useful than the other overdrives that Himari obtains, so yeah, it's kind of nice. I'll actually end up using it compared to most other of his overdrives I won't really use. You know, when overkilling those basilisks, you get a decent amount of experience. Hey, Lucille, Emma, and Clasko. They're running away from me, and I can't talk to them now. And of course, as soon as I want to go ahead and record a battle on screen, here we go with a fucking ambush. Anyway, these are new enemies. That was a Garm that I went ahead and killed. You can go ahead, I would suggest just taking them out with Tidus. They're weak to ice, I believe. Might be wrong in that. The Bunyips, however, are weak to, I think, water and ice. Let's see. Yeah, water and ice there. But we're just going to go ahead and take him out with Orin. And, you know what, just for the sake of it, let's go ahead and take out this Snowflan with fire. I'm not even going to get all the participation that I normally would get. The new enemies in this area, they're not super strong by any means. I don't know why these guys are running off and not talking to me, but that's the way that is. Now, did I miss it? Let me go back here. First of all, every single time, because I'm getting ambushed way too often. It's just penalizing me so much. Did I miss this treasure? Good God, another fucking ambush. It's just outrageous. It's just... Look at this. Look at this shit. Get the fuck out of there. I swear to God, dude. I don't know. I don't know why there's any rhyme or reason for that. Where is this? Good God. Oh my God. Right there is an Albed primer. I wish I could have showed off the locations behind this first pillar. Dude, I'm so flustered. Oh my fucking God. Another one? I'm at a loss for words at this point. If I talk to you, give me an item, just give me... I'm so... I guess it keeps the walkthrough a little bit interesting.
I'll take you all on!
One thing to note is that when you go ahead and kill enemies with stone or petrified, like the stone touch from Waka, you won't be able to overkill them. I suppose I get a preemptive strike compared to all those ambushes. That helps. Yeah, killing an enemy with Petrify, because it stops you from overkilling and being able to gain more AP and other rewards, such as, you know, doubling the drops like I've been showing off. I steer clear from using it too often. Here we go. See, I try to follow the one time I don't follow my rule with putting my faster characters in the front row. It's the same exact time that I end up eating shit. I think it would be best, actually. Let's go ahead and... Okay. How am I going to do this? Well, I'm going to take a hit no matter what, so let's go ahead and do... No shock. Sure. Hopefully Lulu doesn't die from the bunyip. Pretty close. Pretty damn close. Let's go ahead and heal her up right now. There's still one enemy that we haven't quite ran into here in this area. It's a little bit more difficult to run into, actually. I hope I don't kill the Snowflan with the Petrify attack. Yeah, it's something to actually note there, that once you obtain Silence attack there with Waka, if you are dealing with enemies that use magic, and only use magic, well, once you silence them, they won't do anything. It's another sufficient way of taking them out. Just to be able to steer away from actually taking damage. That's the reason why I do it. Alright, let's talk to you. I suppose it's nice to know that Yevon kind of understands the Crusaders' defeat. Anyway, the other enemy that we can run into would be in these parts, these kind of sunnier parts, so to speak. That's where I find that I run into them. However, they're still kind of rare. They're a bird type of enemy called Submerge.
Still a ways.
First down the Moonflow to the Guado city of Guadosalam. Then we cross the Thunder Plains to the Temple of Makalania.
Oh, boy.
And before that, we get to pray at the temple in Djose.
We can't just skip all that. Can we? Huh?
It's a pilgrimage for a reason, Titus.
I have to pray to the faith in every temple in order to earn the final Aeon.
That's a summoner's training. She's got to prepare mind and body, all just to get ready for the final summoning.
Must be tough, Yuna.
I'll be fine with you here.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Yuna. I didn't ever catch that. It was very suggestive.
Hey, new guy.
Good to know.
Me?
Who else?
What can I do for you, boss?
Don't tell Yuna you know about Sin and Jekt.
Huh?
That's right, she doesn't know about that.
She would distance herself from you. We do not want that.
I see. I think. Yeah, but even if I did say something, no one believed me, you know?
Yuna would.
Ah, you have a point. Come to think of it, did I really have to know about Jekt? What about my feelings?
Better now than later.
Better than you finding out at a critical moment, becoming emotional.
What? Me? Emotional?
I heard you were quite the crybaby.
Yeah, maybe when I was a kid. Maybe even a little now. Just a little. Hey, I still don't buy your story, you hear?
Yeah, it's not outright explained that Yuna doesn't know that Sin is Jekt, but it's still, kind of understood.
Whoa.
She talks about Jekt with so much admiration, so couldn't be the fact that she knows that Sin is Jekt.
Yuna, it is good to see you and your companions are well.
Good to
Yourselves
see you
as
guys
well,
are alive.
Captain. We were worried. Praise be to Yevon.
You run off on those chocobos? You even fight?
We escaped with our lives, but our troops were decimated.
Of all our chocobos, only this one made it.
We make pretty poor chocobo-mounted forces without chocobos.
We turned our backs on the teachings and cast away our faith. This is our just reward.
I still don't really buy that shit.
It's just you now, but don't worry, we're here for you.
Can I talk to Lucille? God.
So many died in vain. It was a mistake. So many died in...
Yeah, if you remember, Maester, Seymour, and Keenock were pretty skeptical.
We should never have ignored the teachings.
But Orin made it pretty apparent there seems to be a separate agenda down the line.
Is that the Djose Temple?
I think that the Djose Temple is actually my favorite temple.
Awesome!
I don't really like the music that's going on right now, but fair enough.
The Lightning Mushroom Rock. It only opens when a summoner is addressing the faith.
That means another summoner's already in there.
Could be Donna and Bartella.
What if it's Donna?
We have to hurry.
Right! In we go!
That's interesting. I don't really fully grasp that because later in the game we can come to this temple easily. We don't have to have some summoner open it for us.
I would pray for those fallen in battle. But how? How can I enter the temple after what we have done?
Yeah, there seems to be this agenda
The
that
monk said we could stay here for a while.
was explaining, it's kind of foreshadows
I've been
this
thinking about
idea
the future.
that,
No matter what we do next, we're going to do it for Yevon, that's for sure.
it's as if the Crusaders were some sort of example to the Yevon's teaching. It's the reason behind... Can I enter this building? Oh my god. Let's touch the save strip first. Sometimes I can't think and play this game at one time. Jesus Christ. Let me in. God. Oh. So bad. You gonna let me have that treasure chest? I didn't think so. What do you got here? She actually has some pretty good items. We can rest and buy some weapons, but the weapons we have here are strength plus 5%, so we're going to pick one up for Orin there. And we also have defensive gear. Other than that, nothing really to note. But yeah, it seems like the Crusaders were just an example to those that are in higher powers of Yevon, I guess you could say. We talk over here to Gada.
Where is he? I found him, but he was torn in half.
Jesus Christ.
Idiot! What do I do now? I can't do this. I'm going back to Besaid.
Yeah, I think that would be best, but... if you actually chose to... The reason, if you remember when we were talking to Gada, right before the Sin Spawn event happened, you can actually send him to the front lines, and instead, he dies instead of Luzu.
So you're a champion of Yevon now, Braska?
I think that's actually more fitting. That's the way I like to do it, but this time I went ahead and killed off Luzu instead of Gada.
I beg your pardon, but may I ask your name?
I am Summoner Yuna, from the Isle of Besaid.
As I thought. The daughter of Lord Braska. You have the look of your father.
My father? You knew him?
Oh, really?
No. I have never met the man.
I didn't think so.
Ah, my apologies. I am Isaru. I am a summoner, like you.
I'm Bussy. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Maroda. I'm guarding my big brother here.
Well, this must be the Guardians.
Since I was a child, I've always looked up to Lord Braska. I wished I would someday become a high summoner like he was. You must have some of your father's talent in you. I believe you might someday defeat Sin.
I'm not really. I've only just become a summoner.
Of course, I've no intention of losing either.
He's a lot more
Perhaps we
polite
should
than
race
Donna
to see who
was.
can defeat Sin first, no?
Oh, very well then. I accept your challenge.
Isaru!
Yuna, I beg your leave. Good luck to both of us.
Yes.
It's a nice change of pace. The only other summoner we've met was Donna, and she was a raging bitch, so it's nice to kind of meet Isaru, who is more well-mannered and well, just all-around nicer dude. Yeah, you'll see that the Crusaders are actually taking refuge here at the temple of... Where are we at? Djose? You guys talking about his chocobo. Children that are Crusaders. I still don't understand how that all works, but... I mean, what happens? Why do I keep missing this treasure? What happens? Do, like, the children enlist on themselves or by themselves? I mean, because Luzu said that he was the one who convinced Chapu, so... Who's convincing these children? Well, who gives a shit anyways? Next time, we'll go ahead and go into the Cluster of Trials. And that'll do it for today.
Me?
You are Yuna's guardian, no?
Okay, we'll just watch this scene.
Maroda's heard a
And then we'll do
rumor.
it. Do the other stuff.
Thought you should know.
I heard it from those Crusaders. Seems that summoners have been going out on pilgrimage and just disappearing.
It could just be the fiends got them, but not so many so quickly.
How many summoners are
Sorry
there?
I don't know more, but watch your back. Ain't much future for a guardian without a summoner, eh?
What? What y'all talking about?
We're talking about doing your job as a guardian.
The kid is a guardian?
I'm doing good. Right, big brother?
Good God, Spirit is in hard times.
Will do.
I feel like that kid would get eaten alive. He's got to be able to cast magic or something.
What?
right there.
Yell, he's right there. He doesn't need to yell. God. Alright, guys. That'll do it for this time. We'll catch you later.